Hi, this is Shep Hyken, customer service and experience expert, and today I'm going to discuss 4 lessons on turning chaos into harmony. What started out as a customer service moment of misery turned into a moment of magic. I was headed to Lagos, Nigeria to do a customer service speech at a public event. And my client, who is from Lagos, arranged a flight with Delta Airlines. The flight would take us from St. Louis to Atlanta and then to Lagos. Now, unfortunately, the plane from St. Louis had a mechanical issue and wouldn't get us to Atlanta in time to catch the connection. Now, I pride myself in showing up on time, if not even early, and I was determined to get to Lagos for my presentation. This is where I saw some amazing people who work with Delta Airlines and specifically in the St. Louis airport move into action. The Delta gate agent was empathetic and helpful. However, Delta had no real solution. I mentioned the only way I could make the connection in Atlanta was by a private jet. And she thought I was joking, but I wasn't. It really was the only option. So we worked fast. We headed to the general information booth to help us with our quest for a private jet. However, it was all new to that person as well. I started Google searching private charters in St. Louis. As I found companies, this woman wrote down the phone numbers. She was truly excited to be helping with this project. She started documenting everything so that the next time a passenger needed a private jet, it would be accessible for her and for everyone else. However, with contacting all of these private charter companies, we encountered our next problem. You can't just jump on a private plane. It takes 2 to 3 hours to get the plane ready. And if we were to make our flight in Atlanta, we needed to leave within an hour. Now, my client was still discussing alternative flights with Delta when I asked a simple question. Why do we keep looking at Atlanta? We didn't need to fly out of Atlanta. We needed to fly any flight that would get us to Lagos. We didn't need to even fly on Delta. This flexibility allowed us some options. Ultimately, we found a flight departing from New York that would stop in London, where we would change planes and eventually get to Lagos in time for the event. So instead of trying to get to Atlanta by that evening, we bought ourselves some extra time to get a private jet ready because we just had to be there the next morning. Now, ultimately, made it to the speaking engagement on time. So here's a list of lessons. Number 1, be calm. This goes for both employees as well as customers. We all remain calm, which allowed the Delta staff to concentrate on finding solutions versus calming an upset customer. Now, before you can help a customer, the customer must be in the right frame of mind to be helped. In this instance, we were all calm. One of the Delta employees mentioned how most passengers are so angry and upset when there were flight delays, and she appreciated our patience and understanding. Number 2, listen to your customers. The Delta team, and yes, I'm calling them a team as there were 3 people who stepped up to help us, were willing to listen to my suggestions. Now, I fly 60 to 70 trips a year, and sometimes I think I know the airline schedules better than the airline personnel. Our collective knowledge and experience allowed us to come up with alternative routes to consider, which takes us to the next idea, which is extremely important. That's number 3, which is to be flexible. Flexibility is a game changer. Until we agreed that we didn't have to go to Atlanta, we didn't have a solution. Being open to alternatives can be the difference between success and failure. And finally, number 4, constantly learn and improve. Going back to the woman at the information booth, she had never been asked to find a private jet service. She stated that she was going to make sure everyone knew what to do the next time a customer had this special request. Without her realizing it, she was practicing continuous improvement. And more important, she was documenting the process for the future. Well, I hope you enjoyed this short lesson. Please be sure to visit my website, which is www.hyken.com. There you can find more information about my speaking programs as well as customer service articles that you can read and share with your colleagues. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is Shep Hyken reminding you to always be amazing.